Today I'm testing an anagram mod challenge, which starts on round 20, but I'm just about there now. So the way this mod works is that there are these bosses that have very specific weaknesses that are shown as an anagram, and you kind of have to solve it. But I already know what the answers are. So this is created with mysterious technology. The alien anagram airship is extremely resilient to all damage sources, excluding a specific type shown as quits. So this one is actually just tier 0, which is why this is showing quit damage. So that was pretty easy. So anything that is classified as tier 0 will work. But the moment I upgrade this once, it no longer shows quits. So while it is tier 0, you'll notice the damage is really high. So this is working correctly. And after you damage it a bit, it shows it as tier 0 on the top. So it reveals the answer. This one isn't really threatening because this is the first version, but I just want to make sure these weaknesses are correct. So it seems to function correctly. Okay. Okay, balloons are getting rough. Here you can get more merchant man. Bud's elf. Bud's elf is debuffs. So hot shot, flaming ticks are likely gonna cause. Also, I guess alchemist counts. So you can see now the damage is very high. These anagrams get really complicated later on. But this is the first version, so it's pretty simple. Debuffs has got revealed. Suspension. Generally does energy damage. So I believe hot shots are counting for that, so that's all good. Camera detection, also bottom path Buccaneer already covers that. So sometimes you might have the answer to the anagram already, but that's not going to be the case for the later versions. So we're coming up to round 40 now, and that's a tier 2. I might not remember what the later anagrams are. They get, let's see, first one, Hope's Age Mad, that's Shope, is why this is doing quits again. That's correct. I can't upgrade to Quaso Mask because that's not Shope. This isn't Shope. If it doesn't have the proper, if it's not utilizing the weakness, it's 95% less damage. So this is really doing very little damage. But this is doing some damage because of the main dot attack. Real this Shope damage. Achieve. This is a vehicle, but it should be more because Buccaneer technically. No, heli pilot definitely counts because that's vehicle. How's this? I'm going to be buying and reselling towers, so my favorite trade's pretty good. Opsource, Grace Toy, this is support. I suppose I'm gonna need a spiked mines later for one of the anagrams, so I might as well buy this. Oh, wait, what? Did I act? Oh, I wasn't supposed to buy that. Above 10 PS. I think for a spike factory it does the later spikes when it depletes enough. It's not gonna have that bonus. Tier 2 and not monkey. Doesn't have monkey in the name. What is not a monkey? Okay, this is not a tier 2. This, okay, now this is doing the critical damage because the bomb shooter is not a monkey. That seems correct. You know what, later on I'm going to need this guy. Where's this guy? A2. It's not doing much damage from Marine, because that's intentional. But also, I want to move Benjamin out of the way. Then I can fit another banana farm in this corner. Range lasers. Tier 2 and not monkey. The Dartling Gunner, it doesn't have monkey in name, hence why it doesn't count. It's a monkey. Oh, now we have Maul's Plateau. A small footprint. I think this counts? Yeah, this counts. A sniper definitely counts. As a small footprint. You know what, I could buy more. Wait a second. I could buy more Mermonkey space, can't I? Those abilities. Okay, this one's a bit of a complicated one. This is ability on cooldown. So it has to have an activated ability. So this currently is doing, yeah, because it's cash supplies on cooldowns. it's doing proper damage. So let me show an example. This should be, yeah, this is doing critical damage because Phoenix is on cooldown. But now when it's, okay, yeah, it's, okay, yeah, it shouldn't be doing critical. Oh, wait a second. It generated cash. So this is generated cash. So as long as it has generated cash at some point, it will do critical damage, which this certainly has. Most towers haven't. These also generate cash, so they just deal critical. So that seems correct. So far. That was probably the quickest to the punch. So what I'm trying to do up here, I want to get a tier 5 mermonkey. That way I can put some buccaneers onto the land. And I would have more space for... wait a second. It's not right. I get a bottom path and then increase the range. So once I buy that, put monkey knowledge, and I can put buccaneers within range. Let's say right here. The reason I don't upgrade fully to hot shot is that the fire effect doesn't stack. So I only have a few buccaneers that have hot spot applied. The one. Oh, these. So 9 central markets. Just one more. Can max upgrade. I could put cash. It's a regular cash placing tower, such as research facility. Then next to it, Wall Street. It's not really space efficient, I don't think. EV low picks, that's explosive damage. Explosive damage in tier 4. Definitely should be Mob Assassin. And that is doing quits as expected. This also does quits. Yep, that's a lot of damage it's doing. You could technically brute force it if you don't have a good defense. It's gonna take a lot of damage though, since it is a 95% damage penalty if you're not using the weakness. change this into another research faculty cell picked up. Six upgrade. This is 6 upgrades. It should be pretty common. So this is quitting because it has 6 upgrades, but other stuff typically doesn't. Let's see. This is a lot of two. Okay, this should be quitting. Okay, yeah, that's definitely doing critical damage. Just a quit text. This is also quitting. Big damage. Stationary. This is stationary projectile. This doing quit still? No, that doesn't seem to. This is doing criticals because spikes are stationary projectiles. Look at the super mines. We buff that too a bit. Below 3 pierce. So because spiked mines, they deplete and pierce as they do damage, it's going to eventually reach low enough that it was a penalty. Also, snipers only have 1 pierce and are capped at that. So that should do normal, yeah, because it already changed. Is currently selected and is a sub tower. Now this is where stuff gets very specific. So no, this is why I needed special populations. Move it here, place the sub tower, and now that this is being selected, it's doing critical damage. Which should be good. Nothing else does quits. This does not do quits. Okay, now this is doing critical damage. Text didn't change, strangely. Seems odd. So, okay, now looks like we're getting to tier 5. Around 100. I don't know, I'm still farming cat. Just out of habit. So, you now can place buccaneers in range of this monkey. Don't care. If I get Echo Sense, it should increase range. So, this is increased damage to fortified plus being a tier 5, which Supermines does do that according to its code. So that is functioning correctly. Whoops. Sense, Echo Network. Can I place more buccaneers and wait? No. Thought I could. And just in case stuff gets past my defenses, I just put a giant laser. Hashtag between has an official plushie, and it has to be between. It has to have upgrades on top and middle path. So as far as I'm aware, I know Ninja has plushies, so this should work. Super Monkey also has plushies. I'm gonna do sacrifice. Let's see. I guess I should speed this up a bit. What else? What else did Dog Monkey technically did? Okay, that should be sufficient damage. Next one. Limit way. Tier 2, I think. I think it's military, and bottom path is tier 2. So this isn't doing critical damage, but the moment I get this, okay, you know what? Actually, I can just get him mad. Okay, now this is doing critical damage. Military and bottom must be tier 2. That's correct. As an upgraded Vow that got destroyed almost immediately. So this is the last one, which is a pretty massive amount of text, and it's almost impossible to figure out. But if you use something like an anagram solver, you could probably figure this out pretty quickly and by pausing it. But what it is you have to have 8 active buffs, 5 upgrades, and one of them has to be from that Jindo's Challenger mod. No guided magic is, so this will work. Now this is doing criticals. Oh, what else was it? Also, Moab Eliminator was also one of those. It doesn't have enough buffs, so it's not doing critical damage. Okay, this is enough buffs now. Text did not change into that. But overall, I think the mod worked okay, other than a few times the text didn't change. So, and also I think the Buccaneer needs to be fixed as well. So this will show up on a 2D channel eventually.